Welcome, everyone, to this webinar about the Enneagram for Teams. I'm your host, Jill Barrett, founder and managing partner at Evolve Impact. I'm joined by Aïcha Doucouré, a seasoned facilitator and coach involved in delivering Evolve's Enneagram for Teams workshops and retreats. Aïcha, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hey, I'm Aïcha Doucouré. I'm a French native. I've lived in the US for 22 years, and I have 20 years of experience in operations and design in small and very large companies. I've always often worked in strategic projects where it was asked to lead change management initiatives with so collaborating with people across multiple departments, whether it's like IT, design, product, finance, HR, etc.
The Enneagram is a personality model with ancient roots that's been traced all the way back to the 2nd century Common Era. It got dusted off and developed further in the 1950s and again in the 1970s. Today, it's a well-studied model that's become a very popular tool in organizations, especially with a younger demographic. It describes 9 personality types, each of which has 3 subtypes. And the really neat thing is the 9 types are related to each other in special ways. The Enneagram helps people understand what motivates them, why they behave the way they do, and why they see the world the way they do. It can also help people identify and overcome their limiting beliefs and stuck behaviors.
So imagine when you were a kid, you were seeing the world around you and making sense of it. And based on your understanding, you develop strategy for how to succeed in life, how to be loved, how to belong. And with time, the strategies become habits, and the habits become a personality. So you think, like when we speak to each other, we have this sense that, okay, this is who I am, and this is, like there's not much I can do. I have this personality. But really what happens is that we forget that this is just a set of strategies. So the Enneagram shows us how to grow our potential by showing us that we don't just have to repeat those default strategies. The Enneagram gives us some pathways, some ways to get out of our own box that we built for ourselves. And as a bonus, it helps us understand other people better. And so at a team level, the Enneagram is a great way to learn how to make the best out of your team, how to collaborate, how to play off of each other's strength and deal with team limitations as a way to practice together.
Let's talk about the process for a typical Enneagram team workshop. What's the whole experience like from start to finish from the team lead's point of view?
So first, I meet up with the team leader, to understand the challenges and the goals for the work. Then the leader and each team member take an Enneagram assessment. And before the workshop, I meet with each person to review insights from their individual reports. And then we have our workshop. And so during the workshop, I help the team address team dynamics that get in the way of their performance. And the team decides the next steps. And so we assign an owner for each takeaway item. So we come out with something pragmatic to work for the team. And so how does the workshop feel actually? So the workshop itself is designed to include movement and interactive activities for people to feel engaged while learning and to feel like they are doing teamwork, that they're connected. And finally, I have a debrief call with the leader to review all the commitments and the next steps for the team's development.
Very powerful. Thank you. That is a lot. I do appreciate that we tailor our workshops to address the specific dynamics and challenges of the team in those early conversations you have. We've really come alongside people as a strategic business partner. So participants will experience at least 4 learning outcomes: better understanding of themselves, better understanding of their teammates, understanding of the underlying team dynamics, for instance, how people are helping or hindering each other, and building the team trust through bonding and relationship building. We offer a pre and post workshop survey that goes out to all participants that measures the extent to which people have learned these 4 outcomes. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the impact of a team Enneagram workshop on an organization.
Mhm. So something that we kind of forget about is that when we join a company, we see our teams, we see people around us as just their role. And we're so much more than our role, and we bring so much of that in our work. We have qualities that we bring to work that can help the team beyond the functional role. So the Enneagram, especially the report that I'm using, can help us recognize all the qualities represented in the team. So when I say quality, what does that mean? I'll give you an example from my own personal life. So I took the assessment, and I realized in the report that I was very optimistic. And I had no idea. I thought I was just was like a normal level of optimism. But then it's far higher than the average human. So I was, taken aback by that. But then I realized that it comes with great things, right? So being optimistic allows to have vision, and there's a kind of an energy that we bring to work where we're like, anything is possible. But then there's a limitation. So for me, it comes less naturally to think about the risks. And so knowing that I'm very optimistic, I have to slow down and make the space for analyzing and making sure that I take into account the risks. The cool thing in a team setup is that instead of looking at my team members who are less optimistic as maybe slowing us down or asking too many questions, I can now go to them and ask their opinions, because they probably see risk that I don't naturally see. So once we can see what each of us can bring to the team, all the qualities that are present in the team, we can work as a team more efficiently, and we can support each other as we grow together.
We once worked with a team of 9 at an economic development firm in Washington, D.C., in the forming stage of development, which is personally very exciting to me. Forming meaning the team had grown 300%, and the COO was even one of those new hires. They asked us to hold an Enneagram retreat that would help reshape their organizational culture and work environment, given their new state. It was an important, delicate, and exciting time for the organization. They wanted new language and practices that would help everyone to collaborate, support, and celebrate each other in the years to come. And I do mean celebrate. They were very interested in looking at the essential gifts that each person brought to their work. We received a powerful testimonial from our partners some months later, who shared that while some team members started out rather skeptical, by the end of the retreat, nearly everyone was relaxed and open and felt empowered and connected by the experience. She told us that the continuing conversations everyone kept having after the retreat were truly humbling and inspiring to her. Let's get a little further into the nitty-gritty. As we discussed earlier in this call, each individual receives their own report, and then there's a separate team report.
So the team report is an aggregation of all the individual reports, and it gives us a Enneagram style. They call it Enneagram style for the team. Then, knowing the team's kind of style, we get a few insights. And one of them is the interaction between the leader and the team as a collective. We get to sense what are the challenges, but also get some clues for how to restore balance if there's imbalance. There's also, we get to know a little bit about the team style across domains, such as their relationships, how they behave on planning and decision making, and how they address like complete tasks. So some of the insights that we can get is we can hear about potential challenges when the team is not feeling healthy. And finally, the insights help us see or anticipate how the team may behave through the different development stages. So forming, storming, norming, and performing. So a lot of insights that it's not just a report that we read. We actually take some of the themes from the report, and we have a conversation with the team. Try to see what else can we learn, what are the things that are reflected in the everyday, and what are the things that are not so important for the team.
Let's take a minute and mention the follow-up support and resources we offer after the workshop to ensure that the learning is sustained over time.
So after the workshop, I share a report with notes from the team conversations, list of action items, and practices that the team has committed to.
Which has been so helpful for people.
Yeah.
And we sometimes provide even more support in the form of individual and group coaching that helps deepen the learning over time and find further blocks and opportunities and things to celebrate. Aïcha, what do you appreciate most about this work?
Yeah. I'm excited about what emerges when we create a safe container to process the elephant in the room. It's a moment for the team to learn from each other's wisdom and build trust. And the outcome is creating a new way of working together to achieve the team's goal while supporting each other's growth. And to me, that's a very special experience. It's very rare.
I appreciate that the model allows people to go deep or to stay close to the surface of personality and team dynamics. It really meets us where we are. To me, that's a secret of development work. That's a key differentiator of Evolve Impact's offerings. Meeting people exactly where they are with a stabilizing and nourishing presence is the best way to help them change. And the Enneagram helps us do that.
Thank you so much, Jill, for making the space to share something that we're both passionate about.
I really enjoyed our conversation today. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for your exceptional work to support our clients. Thanks to everyone who's here with us, and we'll also check this out in the future. Reach out to us anytime at hello@evolveimpact.com. See you next time.